Cancer, kia ora, welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me, for supporting me by watching these videos, subscribing to my channel, leaving me a thumbs up or a like, and or dropping me a comment and how these videos may be working out for you, if they resonate with you, and if they don't resonate with you, it's okay. It's like not everything is going to resonate with you all the time, for every video that I put out. Maybe some of yous it will be. So what I'm trying to say is, if it resonates, please just take what does resonate and leave what doesn't if it's not, because it's not going to suit everyone, because we've all got different stuff going on in our lives. But generally, those of you who come to watch these or are attracted to, generally there's something in there for you, maybe to hear or listen or or see, or read, depending on if you're not hearing them, listening to them, that come up. So for you, so something may be coming up for you. So anyway, I just feel like they're just being this all-encompassing energy. So around at the moment, so there may be something where you may be all-encompassing a lot, everything around you at the moment. So there may be something going on. So anyway, these reads are for the mid-month of September. So I wanted to say I was going to do random reads, but it was kind of like, okay, that's not that random, because I did announce something earlier on this month. So anyway, but basically what is these are just going to be short ones, and basically where they're going is what Spirit are bringing through, and the energy of your sign, Cancer, is bringing through is 3 things to maybe look at for you now. Okay, for you now, or as depending on when you may be watching this, in 2 months' time. So it may more resonate with you then. So anyway, I said 3, but there's 4 cards that fell out. I'm just going to take the 4th one as well. So the first card out here is Wild Pure Heart. So there's something going on about, being, I feel like talking about is like being in that wild pure heart stage or side of you. At the moment, so there could be something going on that's like really rattling you, and or unsettling at the moment, and it could be I don't know. There's myriads of things that could be going on in your life, whether you're having, a rethink about things, like something has, you've been reflecting on something, and it's like you've been going in with it. But I'm feeling like they're asking you, Spirit are asking you to tap into that wild heart and look at all the good things that have come out of your life or in your life, and there may be something to do with grief with some of yous, for some reason. Picking that up, and a grief in whatever form that is. It's like there seems to be a grief of loss of a person, and there may be a few memories that are coming out. So whether this person is not long past, or whether this person or persons have been in the past long ago, like fairly recently. Some of you, I'm feeling like maybe a year or 2 ago. Some of you maybe about 3-4 years ago. There may be someone in your life that has passed away, and it's like and I feel like, there's something that's happening now that's bringing that closer to your heart. And so I'm feeling like this is like this wild pure heart of yours is to let it out and run with it. Okay, the other heart card, the next card here, is the you are stronger than what you think. The Dragonfey goddess Tiamat, something like this is Wu Wang, by the way. I forgot to say this dragon. This is the dragon oracle of the Dragonfey deck. That's what I'm using here. So this one here is the Dragonfey goddess Tiamat. So you are stronger than you think. So there's a message there for you, and just maybe to look into that side of you, and look. What I'm hearing is looking back from where you've come from, to where you've been. To where you've been. Oh gosh. From where you've been to where you are now. Gosh, there's something, I've got 2 lots of energies coming in here, like just chat. So, and which is not that bad really, but they're just putting, Spirit often give me 2 ways or 2 of saying it from different ways, because people like connect or click with, a different way of hearing the information. So anyway, that may be something in there for you, and maybe something is like you may be finding like you're saying, repeating yourself, but in a different way. So, and I feel like Spirit are just saying, run with that on saying that. So, or somebody may be repeating something to you in a different way, because maybe they're not feeling that you've heard it or something like that as well. So, grandmother magics, I comfort you. So whatever it is that you're processing at the moment, or you're working through, or you're helping someone to work through, is kind of like what I'm hearing is just like there is like this grandmotherly, motherly energy, either about you or somebody that's in spirit that is like comforting you. So then when justice will prevail. So I don't feel like this is necessarily for all of yous anyway, that there is some sort of justice legally. Some of yous that will be that, and some, which is why you're in this this space of, you know, caring for someone or having someone care for you. And it's like, but I do feel like it's more like the justice will prevail in the sense that, you know, there's something about you not having like, or somebody, you're not having to justify yourself basically for something that somebody's done or you've done, or, you know, or you think you've done, okay? And or because maybe somebody said something and you may be feeling like you've got to justify yourself, so, or justify for that person, or justify something, you know, for somebody else is what I'm hearing. Or somebody maybe is saying, you know, talking about, you know, or justifying you, or justifying an action that they did to you. So there's a few things going on there, but I feel like, you know, there's something about this grandmother magics is, you know, this energy here is comforting you going into that space. And like some of you may be, like I say, the grandmother energy. And then we have the lady Elfreda here with this justice will prevail as well, with this grandmother energy. I do feel like some of you may be, you know, going through something where you're feeling like you have to justify yourself, or you felt like you may be wanting to or needing to. But I'm hearing like, you know, whatever it is for you, this is about you doing whatever like will work, you know, will work for you in the sense where that you are allowing yourself to go somewhere or go there to process something, to work through something, to reflect on something that has happened you know, that has happened, and it's like for some reason it's come up, or it's being triggered, or it's, you know, something's triggered it. But I'm hearing this is like I love this card here, and I love that a spirit has started off with this beautiful card and this beautiful energy. It's going back to that wild heart. And I have a beautiful friend. I could just see her doing this, sitting on a dragon's head or a lotus flower, and just doing that herself. You know, oh, beautiful. But and I love the color pink that's and the colors that are in there. So there's obviously something that is like either you're sending out a lot of love or you're just being in that space for you, for whatever is going on with you. So I'm just going to see what else comes here. So these may be these messages, or these, well, say three cards here, three sections of these cards, or three, I want to say not sections, or three things to look at, 3 pointers to look at. Maybe, and some of you may not get the whole lot with this mid-month, but I feel like they're really like, this is more about, these are like just to help you, basically the mid-month ones are just to help you like get through or move through. And you may be feeling, some of you may be feeling a little bit stagnant with what that is going on at the moment, and not feeling like you want to move or something like that. Now these have gone all over the place, so excuse me while I pick them up. And I want to, okay, I'm going to take that one, because that one is kind of like yelling out at me, screaming at me, jumping at me, and making me notice it. So this is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is talking about, you know, there's a new emotional, there's a shift in the way that you're doing with that. So when we're talking about these, this energy here with this justice and whatever's going on in here, it's like there is something about you're seeing or feeling, sensing things slightly different, or a lot different depending on where you are, with what has come up, what is coming up for you. It's like there is like another stage that you've come to, or you've been working through, and it's like you've felt it, you've seen it, and it's like another stage of grief is what I'm hearing, because I remember they're reminding me of what you know, when my late partner passed away. It's like there is, you know, and you know, for me, you know, and just reminding me about that too. there may be something going on with some of you. So it's like there is a shift in your emotional position, or your emotional way that you feel or sense things. There's a sense of, deeper but also heightened sense of growth and understanding, and that side of sense, emotionally, and how you move through your emotions, and like really looking at it now from, back then, like even like some of you, like maybe 20, 10, 5, or maybe 25, 35 years ago. Some of you are going way back then, and looking at your, the timelines of things that happen and how you've grown within yourself. So this is where they're looking at, you are stronger than you think, because there's maybe something that's going on like right now that's kind of thrown things out of whack, which is why they're just saying, like, going to that wild-hearted space. So the Ace of Cups is talking about, a new emotional sense, and and a perspective, and a perception about how there's growth. Emotional growth is where they're going with that. Holy smokes. So it's like, I feel like your path is shifting in a way. Then we have here the 10 of Cups, okay? And that's success in the sense of, like being around, there's this achievement of what you've overcome from way back here with this Ace of Cups, with something was like really new, and it's like you've grown. I feel like this is what they're talking about from way back there. It's like there's something that happened when there was a path that, you changed your path. You made a decision, whatever that is, or you changed your path, or something has just like dropped on your lap, and you had to like deal with it. And it's like, and it's affected like probably the whole family by the look of it, with this card coming out, in some way or form. Some of you, it may not have affected the family. It will have affected them, but it's like but it's like this is really going, this of drawing it back to you and how it's affected you. But it's like, I feel like you're starting to see some things like come together. So they just say, believe it is here, or it is there, it is, it is coming, or you are nearly there. So depending on where you are with that, and you are moving, because this Ace of Cups is saying there's a new emotional relationship that you've built with yourself, that you can see more now. So, but you just go through this another stage. And the other side of it is like your relationships have been building not only with yourself but with others, and it's like extended out to your family. So there's that sort of thing that's going on there. Wow. And and your intuition, this is Cups is a very, Cups are water signs is a very intuitive as well. So something, oh, look at that, the 3 of Cups. So look at that. Now that's beautiful, the 3 of Cups that's come out there as well. So in this one here, the Justice, it's like there's something that is like, I feel like when 3s for me talk about balance, and I feel like you're starting to balance things out a little bit more, because you're like bringing in, the mind, body, spirit. There's some people call the mind, body, spirit, soul. There's 4, but I'm hearing more like the spirit and the soul. For many are the same thing. So I'm hearing mind, body, spirit. So whatever that is for you, because it's interesting, I've got the 4 cards there, so that come out all together. So where they talk about mind, body, spirit, soul. So on a soul level, justice will prevail. Whatever that means for you, I do feel like it's like it's finding some sort of balance in, that you can justify for yourself in a way. So I just want to put that deck away, and I want to go to this deck here and just pull out one card. And so what I feel like they're talking about here is just like, like this card here is starting off with, it's being that, going into that wild hearted, wild pure heart space, and just like fully, totally loving yourself, loving everything around you. And yes, some things have been shitty, but I feel like you've been processing a lot of stuff, and it's kind of like you're coming out the other end, basically. Okay, guidance. I feel like you have been, divinely guided, spiritually guided, and also, physically guided by people that are like here on the living, as well as those who are on the other side, like your tupuna or your loved ones, your ancestors, and also your guides who are just, all around you, all encompassing. So, like utilize that energy. And I just feel like this is really to lift your energy and to let you know that actually you are being divinely guided. And I love this, these, the albatross here. So, I mean, there's, for me, that, every animal is a special gift, and, a gift in energy, and just like when you think about how they move or where they live, and you know the message that they bring you in that sense, it's like just amazing. So, and that is number 46. So 4 is grounding, so you may be looking at grounding, and the other 6 is about, you know, being of service. So, and being of service not only to yourself, but you know, but also to others as well. So when we're of service, it's like, you know, putting it, having that way in mind and that way inclined. It's like, I feel the grounding is like talking about being in service to yourself by, you know, being kind to yourself and grounding yourself. Okay. 3 here, love. You know, love is the greatest power of all and the greatest energy of all for healing everything, I feel anyway. And when we're healing ourselves, it's going back to that love-based space where we can tap into it and turn things around. Even though there's some shitty things that have happened in my life, I've had to learn to forgive, not forget so much, because there's still an energy there, and it's like, but it's like it doesn't affect me, you know, in the way that it does with a lot of the things, or most of the things that I have, and you know, worked through, experienced in my life. And it's just, but it's like coming back to that space, and when something does pop up, it's, you know, it's like when we're working with it, it doesn't, we don't respond to it in the way that we used to. So you'll know, and you're moving through or moving on, how you, by the way that you respond to it. So this is like what they're trying to say there is bring in that love-based energy, okay? That is your foundation, okay? Coming back to that. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you, Cancer. So I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope it's enough to like just keep you with that momentum. So okay, so there's 3 things there that they've brought up for you to like to look at, and or that may have come up to just help, you know that something is working. Okay, bye for now.